Hello there, my name is Andrew Michael. I'm a real estate agent here in beautiful Northeast Florida. And in this video, we are going to tour the Mantel Model in Southern Pines. So let's backtrack a minute and talk about Southern Pines. Southern Pines is a community between Hilliard and Callahan in the Jacksonville metro area. So it's actually just north of Jacksonville, and you're actually too just south of the state of Georgia. So there you go. So typically who moves here is a buyer who they don't necessarily need to be like in the urban core or like in the, tons of traffic and tons of stuff going on. What they want is a little quieter. They want the 1 acre yard at least. They want some space between them and their neighbors. A positive side too about the community is it does have an HOA, but if you wanted to have chickens, if you wanted to have like an RV, stuff like that, if you wanted to have a building along with your lot would accommodate it. If you wanted to have a building behind your house, now it can't be like a massive warehouse or something, but if you wanted to have like an outbuilding behind your house, there's rules on it, but within the rules, you can absolutely do it. And so, yeah, so it's a great little community. And honestly too, I've done hundreds of videos on YouTube. This community gets the most calls. And this model and the Bradley model, which by the way, the Bradley, you can see that at the end of this, just click on that link. In fact, it'll pop up when this video is over. Watch that one too, because that's a similar home, similar price point in the same community. So you may want to look at that too. But yeah, we're going to take a look at the Mantel and we're going to start up front. Let's go. All right, so this one is actually already sold, but they build this pretty much the same thing. In fact, the model is a Mantel. But I like to do this one better because this is what you're getting. But anyway, they've changed the interiors and stuff since they built the model. But yeah, so let's take a look. So we're walking up. You've got a sidecar garage, which I personally love those. So you're not just looking at garage doors as you drive down the neighborhood. I don't know, maybe I'm weird. Architectural shingle roof, which is nice. You've got this here, which I don't know if it's actual hardy board, but it's a hardy board type product. Meaning it's a concrete type product, so it's not like regular wood, which is nice because you have to replace the wood here in Florida quite often, so it's nice to use a synthetic. All right, so this one's got a nice covered kind of front entry. Wow, what a beautiful day it is today. I'm doing these videos today because I am off tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully the weather still looks like this. All right, so when you walk in, and again, this is a very popular model, the Mantel. There you go, you got that. Now to the right, you have a dining room. And it goes right into the kitchen. You've got like a butler's pantry kind of thing over here. In fact, that is exactly what it is. You got a very large pantry. So that's nice because we go to Costco and store up stuff. We've got 2 small children and a dog, so all that kind of good stuff. You may have been there before in your life. All right, so just so you don't get confused, that's the front door that we just walked through, and here's how a company would typically come through. I've pointed this out in their other models, and I'll point it out here too. I love the kitchen because you've got plenty of space for bar stools here. It already comes with the pennant lighting. You've got quartz, like a huge slab here. So if you wanted to eat meals here on the countertop, you definitely could. If you wanted to, start out like, let's say you're having like a big family get together, you wanted to serve it like buffet style, you have plenty of space there. I think some people might also put a dining table over here if they wanted to. Of course, you do have a big dining room. Here we are. Here is the kitchen. It's vented out of the house, which is nice if you like to cook seafood or anything that could potentially smell up the house. Most homes don't actually have that. In fact, mine does not. And one of the things you're going to notice with the homes that they build, and I'm not trying to sell on them because I do not work for Terrata Homes. I'm a realtor, which means I work for you. So I can help you with selling your home. If it's in our area, then I'll come and help you determine what your house is worth. If it's out of the area, then I can refer you an agent if you wish, if you don't already know one, to help you figure that out. And in here, I can help you see the new construction, which is what we're looking at right now. And I can help you with resales. So right now, there's actually a resale in this community. And yeah, which is not from the builder, but cool. So yeah, but it already comes with the fridge, it comes with the blinds, it comes with the pennant lighting. The only thing you would really need to do here is screen in the lanai, which we'll take a look at in a second, and put in a washer dryer. Other than that, it's just preference. You could just move right into the house. So, all right, so we've got the kitchen, we took a look at that. Now here is kind of like the family area and how it opens up. All right. So here is the master bedroom, or as they sometimes call it in other places, the owner's retreat. There you go. You've got the LED lights, the fan, everything's already there. This is a really large room. I mean, you could definitely put a king-size bed in here if you wished. We've got a tub right there, and that's honestly, for a home in this price point, that's probably one of the biggest tubs in a master I've seen. They're usually really small, and it's funny because I'm a little over 5 feet tall, and I don't know how people any taller than me could sit in those tubs, but the ones in this community, you definitely could. And this closet's nice too, because it does have a little bit of separation. So, it's kind of nice. Plenty of space, and my camera doesn't really do it much justice when it comes to space, seeing how big things are. Cool, you got your two vanities, and then you've got your shower in here. Kind of open that up for you. Nice little bench. There you go. And then it's got a light up top, of course. There you go. And in here is the water closet. So, or the commode, the toilet, whatever you want to call it. So that's what that is. I'm not going to show it to you because I'm sure you know what that looks like. All right, so something cool that this home has. This one has like a little kind of a nook slash home office. You could do like a barn door up here and just maybe slide it over to there, put it in here if you wanted a little bit of privacy. Yeah, this is not a big room by any means, but you could definitely set up like a small office here. There you go. I like the mantle. It's a very good floor plan. Yeah, you've got, this would be where your washer dryer goes. Now here is, they've already put the epoxy, and they always do that, at least that I've always seen. You've got a 3-car garage here, which is nice. We have a 3-car garage at our house, and I promise once you get one, you won't ever want to not have at least a 3-car. So it's nice to have that room for all the stuff and cars and such. Now, do you need all that space? That's another question. All right, so let's take a look. So here we go. We are now in the other wing of the home. Sorry, I left that fan on there. If you make a right, you've got a bedroom. And this room is nice because I'm gonna go to the corner. There we go. This room would most likely be for guests, or if you have a favorite child, because they'd have their own bathroom en suite. There you go. All right, there you go, and then you've got the closet there. I'm not going to show you that. You know what a closet looks like. Come out. What this one has that's kind of interesting is it has a media room. So you could use this as, it's a little darker in here. It's only got the one light. I would probably put some more lights if it were me. But you've got a closet right over there. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't use it as a bedroom necessarily because that closet's kind of small. But it's definitely, I think in my house, we probably would use this as like the kids area, you know, set up like their little stuff so they can go in there and do their homework or play with games or do whatever. Then you've got a full bathroom here. It's pretty good size. And then behind the door is the water closet. There you go. Or no, just a toilet, not a closet. There you go. And that's it's a tile with grout. It's pretty nice. You may see some blue tape as I'm walking around the house. Next time I see it, I'll point, oh, there it is. I'll point it out for you. What that is the house has been built, and the quality control team has gone through it and found some things that they want the builder to fix. So they mark it with blue tape. And in the way most builders work, after that's done, then the buyer comes through with their agent, and the builder's agent sometimes is there too. If not, then the person, they're not usually general contractors, but the person from the company who is assigned to being responsible for the building of that house, then they'll do the walkthrough too. You do the walkthrough with the buyer and their agent. If they see anything, either they put blue tape on it, they document it somehow, and then they have a week usually to fix it. Then at the end of that week, the buyer comes again, does another walkthrough, making sure those issues were solved, and then from there they go to closing. Now sometimes, and pretty rarely, but sometimes they don't have a chance to actually fix all of the items. So what happens then is you get a letter you take with you to closing, and the builder signs it saying, yes, these issues were not taken care of yet, just because we couldn't for whatever the reason, but it will be done. And so that way it's not just them giving you their word to fix it, it's an actual document as part of the closing. And so yeah, I've had that happen a few times over the years. I've sold hundreds of homes, many of them new construction, so. But it's never anything that would stop the buyer from moving into the house. It's usually just other stuff that just needs to get done. There we go. All right, go over here in the corner. It's got really good sized bedrooms here. For secondary bedrooms for, guests or kids or whatever. It's a good size. And this one also too has a really good sized walk-in closet. And of course there's a light here. There you go. That is a lot bigger than what my kids' closets currently are. All right, so now I'm going to show you the one thing that we haven't looked at yet, but we will. And that is the outdoor living area in the backyard. All right. Nope. So like I said, they haven't completely finished this house yet. So if you see a few things that look kind of rough, that's why. All right, so here's the backyard. And the homes all come with a summer kitchen, which is what you can see here. You've got a propane grill. You've got a sink. There's an electrical outlet right here. Is there another one behind the grill? No. All right. But anyway, you got a decent little area here. You have over here, you have electricity, and then you have cable outlet, in case you wanted to, put a TV, couch, that kind of thing out here. I like this one too because, when you're barbecuing, that's what you're looking at. Like some of the other models, not that this would stop me from buying the home, but some of the other models, you're sitting there staring at a wall while you're barbecuing. But here it's nice because you've got, beautiful trees, a little bit of scenery, the guy with a weed whacker over there. So, yep, and then I'll show you the yard. Now this home's already sold. But again, the smallest lots in this community are an acre. So there you go. So there's like a little survey marker right out over there. Now, with this home and any other home, if you were to buy it, I would definitely check and see what that woods is on the other side. Is that a, is it preserved, meaning it'll never be built on? Is it something else? Now, not this community. I've never had a problem with the site agents in this community. They're great. They're very honest. Like, I have not run into a problem. But other communities, I had one where I was showing the buyer homes, and it backs up to, well, it looks like that. It looks like woods. And I asked the site agent, I'm like, is this preserved behind the house? He goes, oh, yeah. They'll never build back here, blah, blah, blah. Great. So then I go back, I pull the county maps, and I go and I look at it. Turns out, like 20 feet, like literally 20 to 30 feet was preserved. But on the other side of that was woods that was slated to be built as multifamily housing. So that means whoever buys that house, which my buyer did not, but whoever buys it down the road will be looking at, condos or townhouses, whatever they're going to do. And there's only like 30 feet of woods, which is really nothing. I mean, it's not like we have redwood forest here or something where you can't see like around the tree because they're so big. So they're going to be staring at it. They think they're going to be staring at woods, but at some point they're going to be staring at townhomes or condos. So, yep, anyway, but that may not be the case there. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying you just need to do your due diligence. And that is something, by the way, that we help our buyers with. So if you have any interest in that, and we do have people reach out to us all the time, you know, calls, text, emails, whatever works best for you. The information's down below, and we absolutely love it. We love helping people out. So, but yeah, that is the Mantel model here in beautiful Southern Pines. What do you think? If you got any value out of the video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. It helps me come up in ratings, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to continue seeing information like this, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to drop 1 or 2 videos per week. So that's a big undertaking. I know it doesn't sound like that much, like, oh, it's only like 15 minutes for the video. Well, yeah, but I gotta get out here, I gotta do the research, I gotta get my editor. I mean, it's a whole big thing. But anyway, yeah, so that helps me come up in ratings, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time. It was a pleasure, and I hope to meet you in person. Take care.